Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for stopping on in for today's video. If you're interested in getting our daily free pick over at our main website, you can check out stumpthespread.com by clicking in the logo in the top right-hand corner of this video, and we'll also link Stump the Spread in the description. Yesterday, the daily free pick came through again as St. Peter's went on to dominate the spread on the road against Manhattan. Our daily free pick over at our main website has been on fire, now going 24-1 against the spread over the last 25 days, so I highly recommend you go over there and check out today's daily free play. In this video, I'm going to be touching on 4 matchups in college basketball and what I think are some decent value bets against the spread, and this is going to be for February 13th, 2017. First matchup that I want to touch on today is going to be down in the Sun Belt between Georgia State and Coastal Carolina. If you're interested in getting more of this video pick content in the future, you can click that subscribe button, and also any thumbs up on this video are greatly appreciated. All right, so heading right into it here. Georgia State was riding quite a significant winning streak coming into the last outing on the road against Appalachian State, but Georgia State was unable to finish business in that one. They were able to grab a halftime lead, but the Panthers weren't able to close out the deal in the second half as they went on to lose that one to end their winning streak. Georgia State still standing in that upper tier of the Sun Belt right now as they try to push for the conference regular season title. They get another tough matchup today in what figures to be a even more tricky matchup here on the road against a Coastal Carolina squad that's been really strong on their home court in conference play. Coastal Carolina, they've had their issues on the road, and we saw that in their road defeat against Georgia State earlier in conference play. Coastal Carolina went on to lose that one rather significantly, but Coastal Carolina was great in their last outing. They went on to beat a quality Georgia Southern squad by double digits, and Coastal Carolina actually has a number of wins on their home court against the upper tier teams in the Sun Belt this year. Another great chance for Coastal Carolina to grab a strong conference building win here at home against a Georgia State squad that's coming off of a surprise defeat in their last outing on the road. It's going to be interesting to see how the Panthers bounce back today coming off of that less than ideal result against the Mountaineers. Feel like this is going to be a fairly competitive matchup, but Coastal Carolina getting the points on their home court we feel like is going to be the better value bet against the spread in this particular matchup. Moving on down to the Big 12, we have a contest here between Baylor and Texas Tech. This game means a lot more for Texas Tech given their current place in the college basketball landscape as they try to pick up another strong resume building win as they make their case to potentially make a push for the big dance. Texas Tech only stands 4-8 overall right now in the Big 12, but this group is better than that record would suggest, and they've been highly competitive throughout conference play. In their last outing, Texas Tech had a great opportunity to pick up a strong resume-building win against Kansas, but unfortunately for the Red Raiders, they came up just short, losing that one by 1 point. That could be a soul-crushing defeat for the Red Raiders, but they can't dwell on it. They have a rather quick turnaround here as they get another home game here, and they're going to try to really pick up the kind of resume-building win that they could really use right now, and they get Baylor to come in. The Baylor Bears, 2-2 overall in their last 4 games. They lost back-to-back against Kansas State and Kansas, but in their last 2 outings, Baylor has picked things up a bit, winning on the road against Oklahoma State, and then in their last outing, Baylor looked strong as they went on to beat TCU at home. Earlier in conference play, Baylor faced Texas Tech at home. They had a tough time separating for the Red Raiders as they went on to win that one by just 4 points. We expect another defensive battle between these squads in a game that's probably going to be in that 50 to 60 point range for each squad. Texas Tech, they are coming off a really tough defeat, but behind their home court advantage, with a lot on the line, we do like the Red Raiders to compete really hard again today. And in what's going to be a lower scoring game, we figure this to be really competitive. Getting those 2 to 2.5 points right now on their home court, we do like the Texas Tech Red Raiders here as the better bet against the spread in this one. Moving on down to the Big East, we have a matchup between Villanova and DePaul, and a lot of people are probably thinking, oh, Villanova, they're just going to run away with this one. But this has potential trap game written on it. Villanova coming off a nice win on the road against Xavier in their last outing. This is a back-to-back road situation for the Wildcats, and Villanova isn't the deepest team by any means. They go maybe 7 or 8 guys deep, and Villanova had to put a lot of effort into that last win on the road against Xavier. So fatigue could be an issue here, and also just the fact that Villanova doesn't need to blow out DePaul and put in 100% effort Villanova is pretty safe right now and secure in their place atop the Big East, and also just in terms of the college basketball landscape, this is a squad that's almost certainly going to get a 1 or 2 seed in the NCAA tournament. You know, just put with the resume they've been able to put together up to this point. Definitely a game that Villanova should be able to win, but win in blowout fashion, I'm not sure the Wildcats will give that kind of effort. And also, let's not forget, earlier in conference play, DePaul went on the road to Villanova and really gave the Wildcats a run for their money. They went on to lose that one by just 3 points. And that has to play here for DePaul, who has to think, you know, we were almost able to beat these guys in a really tough road environment. So now on our home court, potentially we could push for the upset. Not going to be easy by any means for the Blue Demons, but for a team that doesn't have all that much to play for, DePaul is pretty much just playing for pride right now. They're not going to be going to any tournament beyond the Big East tournament come postseason play, and really they're just looking to rack up some, you know, confidence-building wins heading into the offseason as they try to prepare and continue their rebuild as they go into next year. But this game does mean something for DePaul. You know, they're going to try to put together a solid performance on their home court for their home constituents there. And like we said, Villanova, not necessarily going to be putting in the greatest effort here, coming in a back-to-back road situation, just coming off of that performance against Xavier. So getting the 18.5 points right now, we feel like DePaul is a really strong value bet against the spread. Getting all these points on their home court against a Villanova squad that's probably not all that out for proving themselves in convincing fashion here on the road against DePaul. All right, just one more game that I want to touch on in today's video. It's going to be a matchup over in the SoCon between Furman and Virginia Military. Furman's got a great roster makeup and a squad that could potentially finish things off and win the SoCon regular season title. Furman does stand atop the conference standings right now in really a conference that is getting overlooked and has a number of really quality teams right there towards the top. You know, teams like Furman, East Tennessee State, Chattanooga, UNC Greensboro, Wofford, among others. Even a team like Mercer. This is a conference that has a lot of quality teams in that mid to upper tier, and we've been seeing that play out. Furman has had a lot of strong results throughout the regular season, and in particular, at home not all that long ago, Furman played really well against Virginia Military, going on to win that one in blowout fashion, picking up that win by 17 points. Virginia Military has had a couple of nice results here and there throughout SoCon play, but this is also a squad that has taken their fair share of brutally tough blowout losses. This is a team that's definitely no stranger to losing by double figures. Furman playing really well right now. You know, they already have a blowout win against VMI under their belt, and a squad that still has something to play for right now as they try to push for that conference regular season title. So definitely a game that Furman knows that they have to win to stay atop the league standings. So we do like Furman to come through here, and with this spread standing at about 7 points, we feel like they're a pretty solid value bet against the spread here against VMI. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for the games that I wanted to touch on in this video. Again, if you're interested in checking out our daily free pick over at our main website, you can check out stumpthespread.com by clicking the logo in the top right-hand corner of this video, and we'll also link Stump the Spread in the video description. If you want to get more of this content in the future, you can click that subscribe button, and any thumbs up are greatly appreciated. Pretty much wraps up what I wanted to touch on here, so good luck with all your bets, guys, and I'll see you in the next college basketball pick video. Bye.